If you were on a railroad track, you can see the train coming to you. At what point do you get off the railroad track? How close does the train need to be before you jump off? That's a crazy analogy, but just rock with me for a minute. I'm in Proverbs chapter 7, and it's talking about the harlot woman. This might be more geared towards men, because I think, at least from my experience, this is something that we struggle with. But it's not to say that women don't go through this either. But it uses a man in this context. I feel like I'm speaking to the brothers real quick. But sisters, you're more than welcome to apply it to where it applies. All right. The verse that really stood out to me is going to be verse 22. But we're going to back up a little bit to read for proper context. It speaks on the harlot woman. And I'll start at verse 17 just so we can kind of get into it. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took his purse filled with money, and he will not be home till full moon. With persuasive words, she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once, he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. The part that sticks out to me, and we'll kind of get to the others, is the setup. And what we see is the woman is seducing him with words, things that he likes to hear. And I can think of a few examples where this applies. A woman who makes you feel like you are just the man, like you are him. And she gives like this speech of my husband or my boyfriend, or the sneaky link is the new thing. She talks this provocative game, and it feeds your ego. Like, let's keep it real. It feeds your ego. It makes you feel that much more invincible. Even with your phone, with our phones, we have access to everything. There are the OnlyFans links. There are the link trees. There's the Instagram shorts. Still Snapchat. There's Twitter. There's Facebook groups. Like, it's everywhere. And sometimes the words aren't directly spoken to you, but there's still a voice in your head, and it's your flesh, really. You hear this voice say, you're scrolling and you see an attractive woman, or you see something that's appealing to you, and you try to find any excuse on why to stop on that page. I think I know her, or is that someone? Wait. Let me see if this is connected to this other current event, whatever have you, right? That is you convincing, well, that is your flesh convincing yourself to take a look, and it opens up your eye gate. And trust me, I have fallen victim to it. That's why I can speak to it, and I can relate to it 100%, right? Then you are opening these links and you start doom scrolling, and you're looking at everything. And then by the time you know it, you have spent a little too much time, and you might have that guilt feeling of, dang, I shouldn't have done XYZ, or man, I promised myself I would stop doing this, right? Those are the exact instances that this scripture is talking about, where it says, like an ox led to the slaughter. Think of an ox, right? The ox doesn't know that it's going to the slaughter, right? Its mind does not know that. However, the body, the flesh, still moves to it, right? The flesh is going whether you know it or not. When you are in those moments, whether a woman is speaking seductively to you, or you're looking at something online, just understand, your mind may tell you, hey, it's your ego, you feeling like yourself, or you feeling like the man, right? You're still being led to death. No matter what you think, it may feel good, you may be oblivious to it, whatever it is, it can cost you your life. And in this instance, looking online may not cost you your life, but there are other instances where it will. Messing with a married woman. Go through the Bible. It speaks on how a man's rage could cause him to take another life for someone messing with his wife. That's not something you want to play with. Too many people have died over listening to a married woman or a woman in a relationship and purposely trying to get her boyfriend jealous or husband jealous, not knowing that that might have been the tipping point, or just being so careless with her life and yours. That's sidebar. I understand it's enticing to mess with the married woman, but is that 10-15 minutes? I'll even give you some kudos. Is that 30 minutes of pleasure worth your entire existence coming to an end? Is that worth never telling your parents, siblings, family, friends? Is that worth never being able to tell them I love you or goodbye one last time? Think about that. As a teenager, you're probably not listening to this. If I could go back in time, this is one thing that I wish I could listen to more of the advice given to this. If I could give you anything, it would be just to listen. It could save you so many headaches. She seduced him with her smooth talk, right? All at once he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter. Ox are big animals. Like, they are not small. Some of them can be up in the thousands of pounds. Very strong, right? Very resilient. Can be a little bullish at times. That's the animal that it chose to speak on this situation. A very physically strong animal. And it still lost its life. It still got slaughtered. I just want to encourage any and everybody listening to this. It doesn't just stop at the lust. It goes to other things. Don't let this feed off into your insecurities, jealousy, anger. Like, there are so many other instances where you have to be mindful. Don't be an ox going to the slaughter in your life. That's it. That's all. For what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed this video. Y'all stay blessed.